Hey folks, this is Matt once again, and welcome to the last video that I'm going to do about wrestling, at least for a while. I don't know, maybe once in a while I'll do a wrestling thing, but I know I have quite a few other stuff that I want to get to. But just was watching these wrestling stuff just to take my mind off stuff, and it was fun to do. And I will definitely continue sometime. Again, maybe once in a while, or we'll see. Nothing too planned. But I at least wanted to tackle the last couple of 1989, this one being the last pay-per-view of 1989, No Holds Barred, the match / the movie. And actually, something I forgot to do is, a long time ago, someone had sent me this movie, which I already reviewed. Pretty much this had come out in the summer, and it bombed. Or it definitely didn't do as well as they thought it would. But it's like, well, this didn't do as well, so let's try to get some more money from this. We'll do a pay-per-view at the end of the year, around Christmas time. Last pay-per-view of '89, because Survivor Series was November, and this was in December, where what they would do is Mean Gene, or I want to call him Gene Mean, like the Iron Sheik called him, Gene Mean. So it's about, this is the greatest tag team special, and you don't see the blockbuster last summer. I went, oh, Gene Mean. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't a blockbuster. And Tony Schiavone's there showing, oh, the 50-foot high steel cage, and they're setting up the cage. And now we're going to show you No Holds Barred with Hulk Hogan as you've never seen him before. I'm like, really? As you've never seen him before? Okay, he was never in blue, so I guess that's, with his nipples hard and ready to pop out of his shirt. Maybe you haven't seen him like that before in baby blue instead of yellow. But in doing the Jimmy Snooker thing and saying, rip him. But being a wrestler, but it's like you've never seen him before. I mean, hell, Suburban Commando is more of a you've never seen him before as an alien. But and this movie I already reviewed. It's a movie that doesn't even know what the fuck it wants to be. It wants to be blood sport, but then as we all know, wrestling is fake. So that's why you watch, you go, this doesn't make any fucking sense though. And then none of the wrestling has ever been real. But yeah, it wants to say that it is real. He's trying to be blood sport, and it fails. And just is stupid. People call Over the Top stupid. That's a much better movie than something like No Holds Barred. Again, I already ranted on this movie. I'll put the link down below to give more of my thoughts on the movie. But they show the whole movie, which I skipped. I found it on Daily Motion to watch, and I skipped it because I already saw this. I already ranted on it. So, fuck this movie. I think it sucks ass. I mean, you have a fucking scene, duty! Yeah, just like my fucking shorts while watching this fucking movie. I want to take on the fucking movie. But I don't, because that was a gift, and I'm keeping it for gift purposes, But, and hell, I ranted on it long ago. I had another usage to show this when I'm doing this. So who knows what other usage it could have in the future. But when the movie's done, they do a recap. And the recap is like, Saturday night's main event when Hogan's going to fight Big Boss Man in a cage, which I actually enjoy that match. That match, which is on the Saturday night's main event DVD, I think. If it's not, it's at least in the Hulk Hogan, what the hell is that called? The Unreleased Collection. That's a much better match than this match. The match that Hogan has with Big Boss Man in the steel cage was a much better match than this one. But before that, Zeus was there, and apparently he was mad that Hogan won in the movie, and then he joined with Macho Man, and does the SummerSlam, which I talked about, interviews and promos, and then you finally get to the match. And all this is for one 10-minute match. Well, they spread it out with a bunch of other shit. Them building the cage, showing the movie, doing the recap, interviews and promos, and then even shit afterward, other promos. Promos for the wrestlers about the upcoming World Rumble in 1990, which I think Hogan would win that one. But the match is 10 minutes. It's Hogan gets hit by the door by Sherry. They get choked out. Hogan gets into the cage, throwing Zeus and Macho at the cage at the same time. Some clotheslines. Beefcake throwing each opponent into Hogan's boot while he lifts his leg. Zeus, again, Tiny Lister Jr., all he had to do was not sell any opponent's attacks. No sell. And Zeus throws both Beefcake and Hogan against the cage. Double teaming on them, choking them. Both Macho and Zeus were going to go out, but Hogan and Beefcake do a bat suplex. So they're all on the floor, all on the mat. Macho has this chain that he's going to drive into Beefcake, but Beefcake hits him, and he escapes. Hulk Hogan is hulking out, does a bunch of body slams and clotheslines, and hits Zeus, throws him against the cage a few times, does about 3 leg drops, and pins Zeus 1, 2, 3. I think this is the last time Zeus is ever in WWF. Hey, he body slammed him, clotheslined him, threw him against the cage, 3 leg drops, pins him 1, 2, 3, and wins. And the whole thing's like 10 minutes. And I'm like, a whole pay-per-view for one match. It just... And to watch a shitty movie. It's like, people really want the match, but you gotta watch the movie first. And then you gotta see the match. That's why they put the movie first, because if they put the movie last, they just see the match and then say, fuck it. No, you have to sit through the movie first. Unless, of course, you're watching online nowadays, you just skip that shit. Man, it's such a shitty thing. And then the match is like 10 minutes. Again, Hogan is not the most technical wrestler. Zeus can't do anything. Macho Man just seemed like an afterthought. Really, he seemed like such an afterthought in the whole thing. Nothing memorable in the match. And again, you get after your promo from wrestlers about the upcoming Royal Rumble. Interview with Hogan, no Beefcake, but Hogan by himself about his win. And then this bullshit of Mean Gene going, oh, these cable providers are denying good folks from seeing, and they might not even be carrying the Royal Rumble. They might not even be carrying WrestleMania. And then Hulk going, hey, you Hulkamaniacs, you gotta call the local cable companies, you gotta band together and just drive them crazy. And I'm thinking, you're telling kids to dial 1-900 numbers. Well, actually, cable is probably not 1-900. What am I saying? But you're literally telling kids, use up the phone on your parents, phone. Use that minutes up to beg them to get WrestleMania and Royal Rumble year. It's so fucking weird. And I'm like, so that's really what this was about. The match was nothing. Fuck the match. Really, this whole pay-per-view was about, we need to make more money because we didn't make much money because the movie pretty much flopped. Didn't do much of jack shit. Definitely didn't, maybe broke even. Maybe that's what it did. It broke even, maybe. Maybe even not because of promotional stuff, so it might not have broken even. It's like, well, we gotta make some money, so let's have a pay-per-view. And Also, would you do something else? Hogan, you're the #1 guy. You tell him, call your cable providers and make sure it's shilling. It's like later on when they did that $9.99 for the WWE Network. $9.99, $9.99. You've seen that back in the 80s as well. And I know it's all about money, but fuck, there's gotta be a limit. There should be. So this whole pay-per-view fucking sucked. It was fucking shitty. I would say this is the first true pay-per-view I say absolutely 100% fucking sucked ass. Do you imagine paying to see this back in 1989 December and going, oh, okay, I did a movie that I don't give a fuck about, and I gotta go through that first, and then a 10-minute match with a bunch of bullshit in between, and then pretty much Hogan and Mean Gene baiting you, hey, bud the shit out of your cable providers. Bud the fuck out of them. So you do your fucking Royal Rumble and your fucking WrestleMania, you fucking Brett Dillos. You fucking pricks. Do it fucking now. I'll drop a light off your fucking face. My fucking Tron light is gonna go across your fucking face if you don't fucking call your fucking cable provider to get the fucking Rumble or the fucking WrestleMania. How about fuck this fucking movie and fuck your movie, or you fuck your movie and fuck your pay-per-view because you both suck ass. So yeah, this is the first true one that is a pure rant. You kiss my ass. Shitty match. Shitty. Not even. I guess it's a pay-per-view because you had to pay for it. I hope they didn't charge too fucking much for it. No other matches you could have put on there before the movie. Maybe some matches before the movie. And then here, you don't watch the movie. But no, the match, the movie. So yeah. So that's my thoughts on No Holds Barred, the match, the movie. It's not much I can talk about. It's showing a shitty movie and one steel cage match. Which again, the Big Boss Man Hulk Hogan was a better steel cage match. Oh god, that was on Saturday Night's Main Event that people could see for free on TV. Fucking horse shit. So thanks for watching. Take care. And I will start to do more reviews. And I already have a bunch that I need to see and review. And that will be coming soon. So we will see you later. Bye-bye.